across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New York Jets. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
18, Pioneer, Stephanie.
Off the play fake. Richards. Open man is the tight end, Mason Taylor. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles, knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Jets had 7-4 on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. Well, I think if they can carry that over to this week.
Mason Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Looking to throw, Thompson. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Now it's Thompson.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return.
And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. Taking it right down Broadway. He may go. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 81 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
Dolphins nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, and see if we can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called, and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. He's across midfield. Breaks the tackle now, Allen. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Dolphins first down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
Thompson out of the shotgun here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
13 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
Set, ready.
Off play action, Thompson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
Well, partners, the first quarter too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
Here's Thompson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Here's 2nd and 10. Paul want to give up the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the...
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Again, it's Achane. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 35 yards. And the Dolphins take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
And everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 4. Off play action. Richards. This pass out wide to Hall. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Let's go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into good yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
79 Broncos, go! Steady.
Operating from the gun, Richards. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Stephon Diggs, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Here's Thompson. It's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 41. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. When you look at this defense, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it.
It's caught inside the 25. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Come on, come on.
They'll run with Hall. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A good run at 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
2nd and goal from the 1. Ball again. And this time he's in for a Jets touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You have 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Here we go, set. 45, right.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Dolphins.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Set, ready.
Up the middle, Etienne. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Come on, set. Yellow, 22. Blaster, 6. Set, go.
Thompson. That one complete to Hill. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
That's good.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Here we go. Black, cut.
Now HN on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 16-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Thompson now from the gun. This is caught. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
1st and goal, Miami.
Let's go now.
In motion, Hill.
Black, 90.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Tyreek Hill taking it in. And the Dolphins get a bit closer. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
This one completes Alec Pierce. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard
18
line.
18 rap. Set up. Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll find Hall. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
10 yards.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. They'll give to Hall. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
70. Trap 60. Trap 60.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Cowboy 80. 19, 18. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Off the play fake. Richards. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Well, maybe that's the spark that they needed here, Charles. Trailing, but a big block. We'll see if that swings the momentum a bit.
You mentioned the word spark. I'm just wondering, as they went off the field and the offense was coming out, did one of those special teams members say, hey, obviously we haven't given up on this one. We've given you a little bit of a spark. What are you going to do with it?
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now Thompson.
Throws right side, and that's complete.
And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take us inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
11 more on that one and another first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Ready?
Thompson now.
And he will find his man on the outside. That's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Thompson going to throw it.
And that's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins take the block field goal and convert it into 6 points.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys. I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today. But they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Nice go.
Looking to throw. Richards.
There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And he is going to have the Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Let's one go downfield for Pierce.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 10.
Come on.
Straight ahead is Hall. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
That's another Jets.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Now he's going to step up and run.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Trap 60! Trap 60! Ready,
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts.
No gain on the play.
As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal.
Cowboy 80! Mustang 19! Go!
Back to throw. Richards.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown.
A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Dolphins 21.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Here we go.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Thompson looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
45, White. Cut.
Shotgun on 3rd down. Here's Thompson. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
43-yard line.
Set, ready.
From the gun, it's Thompson. He'll dump this off to Achane.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. Now Thompson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Dragon 60. Drag.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
18. Go.
A final shot before break. Richards. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is up to 14. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
Okay,
first down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Running right, here's Achane. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 11. And the Dolphins first down.
Here we go. You're ready.
Looking to throw, Thompson. That's going to be caught by Waddle. Well, he shifts past him. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Yellow, ready?
Now it's Thompson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to get the football back at their own 17. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's loose again. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Mason Taylor with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jets take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Looking to throw on second down. Thompson. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Ochin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards there. The Dolphins have a first down.
Here we go.
Thompson fakes the handoff. Now going to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Hill. Complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Here's Thompson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you have extra guys rushing the quarterback.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are... right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
He's got Pierce. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Looking to throw. Richards. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
And he stopped immediately there. Second and 10. Back to throw. Richards. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Jets are able to stretch out their lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers they've had.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 32-yard line. Operating from the gun, Thompson.
He'll find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Down.
In motion, Hill.
Yellow. 20.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10.
They begin with a run by Miller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
Give the ball running right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
No gain on the play.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the Dolphins' 43-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 19. 60 Eagles.
Off play action. Richards. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Brings up third down.
And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Nice. Here we go. Here we go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 18 Rattler.
From the gun on third down. Richards. And that went off the mark. A little late with the throw.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. Let's see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Thompson out of the shotgun here. This one's thrown underneath to Achane. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
7-yard line.
Got it. Let's go. Black. 95.
Here's Thompson. Wide open receiver complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line.
Let's go.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
17.
Thompson. Throw caught by Achane. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the Jets' 25-yard line.
Achane gets it from the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Ready.
Off the play fake. Richards.
Now he's going to step up and run. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Ready? Cougar 19.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's taken on the 25. Nice little juke. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Come on, set.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game was played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
At the 48-yard line.
Strike 2. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Townsend.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
On the double.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, Bobby, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And will be intercepted.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Here we go.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
And my goodness, another interception.
Across midfield.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, It's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever has trusted confidence.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Jets up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's